the boundaries of the actors. Also, due to the fact that this YouTuber was also using AI synthesized voice lines of the character Kane too, the voice actor of Kane made a tweet stating, "Hey look, someone ignored this tweet. Please do not clone my voice or anyone else's with AI for any reason. Thank you." This was also followed by a YouTube comment he left of them stating, "Hello, this is Kane's voice actor. Like Michael Kovac, I did not consent to having my voice cloned for this video. I've previously made it clear on my Twitter that I am not comfortable with my voice being synthesized with AI for any kind of content, monetized or not. I will kindly ask that you remove this video or at the very least demonetize it. Add a disclaimer about your use of AI and promise to never use this technology again. Voice actors universally find this practice disrespectful and potentially violating." And obviously the YouTuber at first kind of being very, let's just say argumentative and trying to claim that, oh, these people only cared about the money aspect of things, which just wasn't true at all. And some Discord messages were actually archived with his responses to the situation. So in the top screenshot, he replies to someone who states, "They could have pulled you over for a chat instead of making it a problem," and Flyboy responds, "100% agree, but it was about the money, clearly, just look at this." And then he states here, "He would have lended his voice, but he can't. He's big mad that I'm able to do shit and he can't." And then he states here, "There's no way he helps me after this. He won't care, he just wants to get paid. That's why Michael is angry, because he can't legally do anything over the voice acting." And then there's another screenshot conversation here with Flyboy stating, "I don't know what to do anymore," and then this person who's blurred out stating, "That's effectively the worst of it. I might be a young YouTuber myself, but I've learned that haters are gonna hate." And then Flyboy states, "You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, you're right." And then this person replies to Flyboy stating, "The problem really is that you're reading all the hate comments and that's what's bringing you down." And then Flyboy states here, "Let's piss some people off, haha." And then someone states here, "Very clearly he's not sorry about his actions." And then the final screenshot at the bottom here is one of his friends stating that, first of all, Michael can't even take legal action and that he mainly just cares about the money and isn't actually mad about the AI voices. However, Michael actually came out and stated that the guy at the bottom doesn't realize that we're legitimately trying to fight for better protections to be codified, but the geezers calling the shots can't be bothered to update laws for the modern era. Also, it's not about money. I do plenty of volunteer VO work without pay. Anyway, as the drama proceeded to die down, Flyboy actually removed the offending content and made an apology addressing the situation. Here are some clips from it.
I want to extend my sincerest apologies for any discomfort and unease that it may have caused by using AI to voice over anybody's work. I just want to emphasize that I had no malicious intentions when I made that decision, and I deeply regret any unintended consequences it may have had on anyone. My actions were misguided and I understand that, and they had a negative impact on both the community and you who are viewing me, and the indie voicing community as well. I also want to express my remorse for the way that I handled the situation. Looking back, I realized that I could have handled it much better, and I failed to consider the feelings and concerns of the individuals involved.
And of course, while despite now doing voice impressions of Kane rather than using AI synthesized voices, he still generally receives a couple hate comments here and there and detractors in the comment section, in which he actually responds to still to this day. Basically, in these responses, he states that while he was sorry that he made Michael feel uncomfortable, because that wasn't the purpose of his videos, he just does it for comedy, it was also his fault for actually making the drama and situation big and public, instead of basically consulting him in private or in DMs. And I mean, I can get where he's coming from. I mean, while Michael may have just been trying to collectively tell his community not to do this, he could have done it in a manner where he discloses to his fanbase not to go and attack this guy. However, the way Flyboy went about addressing this situation and addressing the haters wasn't all too professional either, so I think both parties could learn to do better next time. But keep in mind, Flyboy isn't the only creator who engages in this behavior either. There are literally other creators still to this day who use AI renditions of these amazing digital circus characters' voice lines. I mean, literally, here's one right now.
Welcome to the amazing digital circus in Minecraft. My name is Kane, I am your ringmaster, and I'm here to show you the most jaw-dropping, mind-bending paraphernalia you've ever laid your eyes upon.
And all in all, it just seems to be a messy situation that's died down, and I generally just wanted to analyze both sides of the situation. Obviously, no hate to either. Both are talented individuals, and I hope they got off the situation better now, because the drama seemed to be a bit messy, to say the least. But now is the second half to this video, where I'm going to basically address head-on the NSFW and Rule 34 issue. I addressed it originally in my first video, and people tried to brush it off as an over-exaggeration on my side and wiped it off, stating that, well, every fandom has its degeneracy, so why should you care about this one? And while yes, that is true, it obviously does not absolve this community from its degeneracy and facilitating that kind of content. And it is a problem. I mean, these hypersexual content farm channels are posting suggestive, amazing digital circus content on YouTube, churning it out consistently like sludge on a farm, and garnering hundreds of thousands of views off of this. And it is a problem. YouTube should be doing something about this. But, like, I mean, no, guys, it's completely fine. I mean, I'm just over-exaggerating it. I mean, let's just read some of these wonderful titles that Boobity has actually presented to us, shall we? I mean, guys, it can't be a massive problem. We've got, Jax plays with Pomni's hoo-ha, or Pomni's abstractive breeding trap, or Jax's dirty thoughts of Pomni, or Pomni gets uncensored by Jax, or Pomni's breedable bunny makeover, or Jax falls into Pomni, or Ragatha's extra plushie Tushy, or Pomni's abstractive clothing. Oh, we've also got Jax blows out Pomni's back. This is just truly wondrous content that should be up on YouTube for every child to see. And let's just see one of these videos too. Surely it can't be entirely cancerous, because I'm obviously over-exaggerating the situation.
You need to change your outfit, Pomni, courtesy of Jax.
Ha! Kane, what are you going to change my outfit into? What, Kane? Why did you turn me into a bunny girl? Don't tell me it's for Jax.
Oh my God, you're a needy bunny. Shit. Don't lie, Pomni. You like it. What?
Come on, Jax, stop making fun of me.
And how long has the thing been out for? Like a couple of
But no, guys, there's totally just a teeny weeny little bit of a problem. It's not like there's 2,400 types of Pomni porn art on R34, or literal videos documenting why internet culture has decided to sexualize a clown girl and a purple rabbit. But you know, I'm totally not kink shaming. If you're a fat, greasy 34-year-old man, or Kaneko-kin, on Twitter, making porn of Pomni and Jax, go for it, big guy. I won't stop you. You're clearly just a weirdo. Like, please continue on Twitter consistently virtue signaling against me, because you know you're breaking no laws, but I think you might have a couple screws loose. That's all I'm saying. I mean, the people drawing this art is literally someone's child. Someone's parents are completely unaware that their child is drawing porn of Jax the Purple Rabbit from Amazing Digital Circus. Just keep that in mind. The West has literally fallen. I mean, guys, come on. It's totally not like there's a whole category of speedruns to find this content either. I mean, if the sexual degeneracy is that much of an inside joke in a community where there is literally speedruns to find this content and you can find it in under like 10 seconds, then we are truly witnessing the end of times here. But anyway, guys, jokes aside, I'm not gonna pretend that this stuff doesn't happen to every other fandom, and I'm not gonna try and virtue signal against NSFW, but you cannot pretend like this situation isn't 50 times worse with this fandom, because the show has exploded recently. Like, it has gotten over 17 million views. So if a show has exploded to that popularity in such a short period of time, you know you're gonna get an influx of many degenerates. But anyway, obviously no hate to Gooseworks or the voice actors behind the show or Flyboy. Once again, just to preface it, I like the show and I'm a fan of it all. And obviously don't go out your way to harass, attack, or cyberbully anyone mentioned in this video. This is just an informative and educational video going over the entire situation as a whole. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and watch my previous videos too.
How to fix this
Goodbye.
Game. Actually, make the backstab work.
I still don't know what was going through this man's head, but my only thought is the time period. It was just so casual for anyone to say that word, and many others with zero consequences on YouTube. As a matter of fact, it was encouraged by their fans to say the words, which made it even worse. And now a majority of them have changed for the better, but this time will never be forgotten. I'm gonna be telling my grandkids stories of it like I'm a veteran who fought in Vietnam. I'm also seeing a lot more people nowadays saying they want the old Mr. Beast, or old KSI, or old iDubbbz, or old
backstab, man?
Talking about I miss them back when they weren't scared and Seville's on their mind. What, like when iDubbbz was dropping the full N-word bomb and saying that grape is good as a joke? The PewDiePie Bridge incident? Any of Filthy Frank's old songs? That stuff slides right on when you're younger, but they're full grown-ass men now. You expect them to be making these type of jokes now? Nah, they're at the age where they need to start having kids before it's too late. Now, the next era I'm gonna talk about was one that was actually bullied by the 2016 YouTube era. The Musical.ly era. I think Musical.ly was actually the first platform to have kids become truly famous for no reason. Before this, it was adult celebrities that this would happen to, like the Kardashians. But it never really happened to kids like that unless their parents were already famous or they were a famous actor. The main contenders in this category were Jacob Sartorius, Baby Ariel, Zola Verne, Malu Trevejo, Daniel Cohn, etc. And their rise to fame was like no other, shedding their blood, sweat, and tears with countless hours spent crafting their work to perfection. Nah, I'm joking with you, can you imagine? Musical.ly was a time where people would record themselves lip-syncing to songs and dancing. Unlike TikTok, though, there was no coordination in 99% of these dances. Like, what is bro doing right here? What is happening? So it ended up being people just shaking the camera as a replacement. And we ended up with some of the most atrocious content to ever hit social media platforms. comps. I think a lot of people forget that Musical.ly was a reason why cringe comps even became a popular thing. There was hundreds of these cringe comps posted daily on the newest things that people could laugh at from music. And a lot of it was kids, which I do kind of feel bad about now. It's 5 years later after Musical.ly has ended, and I just know that digital footprint hidden hard for some of them kids. I'm making the call right now. We're gonna have a president get elected in 30 years who posted cringe Musical.lys when he was 12. That'll be the true point of America's break. I can't imagine any country could take a president serious when he was recording himself lip-syncing to Chris Brown at 12. The person the internet hated to the max from this era was Jacob Sartorius.
Oh my goodness.
To this day, there are multiple cringe comps on Jacob Sartorius still up. And every single commentary YouTuber was going at this man's throat for his videos. Which, look, okay, I didn't really like Jacob Sartorius either, but I damn near felt bad for the guy. I mean, bro was 13 years old and getting blasted on commentary videos every day. I have videos from when I was 13 on this channel, and just know y'all will never see them in the light of day. A lot of these Musical.ly stars also failed to transfer to TikTok, which is critical for staying alive in this attention internet world. It's almost kind of sad to look at it, like Jacob Sartorius having 11.5 million followers on Instagram and getting 10,000 likes per post just shows it. And we can now confirm the era of these pseudo stars is officially dead. But another era that links directly to this one took over the filth that Musical.ly stars left behind. The TikTok dance era. Now I was deciding whether I wanted to include this or not because it matches the exact same description as the Musical.ly era, but it does have some exceptions to it. The TikTok dance era actually included more movement in the dances, like using your hands, throwing it back, and really just any part of your body that can make a movement. The main contenders here were Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, Bryce Hall, Josh Richards, the Lopez brothers, etc. And just like the Musical.ly era, it was a group of teens and young adults making videos together which included dancing, lip syncing, and viral sounds. I personally think it was more popular than the Musical.ly era because they capitalized on drama 10 times more. I mean, we can't forget about the disaster known as the Hype House, which if you don't know, because let's be realistic real quick, no one over the age of 20 years old even knows what this is, was a house consisting of the biggest TikTokers at the time to record TikToks in. And all of the social media blogs would eat up any drama produced from this garbage dump. I was just sitting there thinking to myself every time I saw one of these dumb stories from one of these drama blogs, I really don't care. To this day, I still don't know the demographic that was eating up this content, but it was working. We can use the Hollywood Fixes channel as proof. I like to compare this channel to TMZ, except more rundown, more elusive, more invasive, and I hate the guy's voice. He was uploading videos daily of these TikTokers, nearly stalking them everywhere they go. Each of them have millions of views as well, which shows there was some audience for it. And that's why I think Netflix got the idea to make the Hype House show. What were they thinking? I've never seen a Netflix show more shit on by the masses than this one. I fully blame Netflix too, because you really thought a group of
what is my
famous for doing 5-second dances
my sensitivity is not so high for some reason.
Would be able to
have Rolex,
and you know the show is bad when it's rated worse than Cuties out of all things. How the f that even possible? You can't recover from a wound like this, just bleed out at that point. This era is pretty much dried up now, and the last time I've even heard of one of these people was when Charlie D'Amelio got passed by Copy Lame to become the most followed TikToker. Next is a shorter era, but I just want to cover it a little bit. The World Star era.
I'm hitting
World
none of
Star,
them.
also known as World Star Hip Hop, is a social media company who became big for posting memes, posting music on their channel, and fight videos. Lots and lots of fight videos. There was a time where anytime any minuscule fight happened on some random butt nowhere street corner, someone was pulling out their phone yelling, World Star! And everyone from every conceivable nation would run down to see if a fight was actually happening. That's how much it was linked to fighting. It was kinda like the more tame version of Live. I just mainly